China is a global leader when it comes to AI. It has created a number of initiatives, and I'm looking at some of them here, the Global AI Governance Initiative and the AI Plus Initiative. But looking at the global picture, we see that a lot of the innovation that's taking place right now and a lot of the data development that's happening is happening in the developed countries. So how would you assess China's place when it comes to AI globally?
Well, Anand, I think you're absolutely correct in that most, if not all, of the developments across all aspects of artificial intelligence are happening not only in the developed world, but I think within two countries, China and the United States. And because of this, we can see the AI gap becoming the new infrastructure gap. But I think there's a big difference here because I should say AI is an energy technology before it is an information technology. And not only are countries around the world and the global south and even in the United States looking to learn from China, but China is the only country in the world that has the entire AI stack. Because without power, you really have nothing downstream. And I'll just give you a couple of numbers here. So China has total installed electricity capacity of 3.89 terawatts in 2025. And this was up about 16% from the year before. And this is compared to about 1.4 terawatts in the United States. So it's almost triple that. And without energy, you really can't get very far, even if you have the most advanced chips or the most advanced models. So I think if we look at it from a more holistic perspective, China is not only leading in some key technology areas, but I think it is actually making AI possible for the entire world, and I think in particular the global south. One quick thing I want to add too is that China not only has domestic energy capacity, but it has also installed something like, I think, more than 150 gigawatts of power plants in BRI countries. And this power can be used for many things, including powering artificial intelligence.
Andy, are we already seeing the deployment of AI technologies? I'm thinking of sectors like agriculture, education, healthcare.
We are, Anand. And I think we can understand artificial intelligence like electricity, and that it's a general purpose technology. It affects every industry, every aspect of society. But I think one very important factor, whether we're looking at agriculture, whether we're looking at logistics, whether we're looking at healthcare, is the cost of operating artificial intelligence. And I think here, China has a profoundly different philosophical view on artificial intelligence than the United States does, because China views this as a global public good versus an opportunity to create monopolies to extract economic rent. So what this means is that, and how China's primarily doing this is one, through open source models, DeepSeek, Q1, et cetera, Quen, I think. And by open source, this means that not only are these models much, much cheaper and effectively free, but you can also modify the weights and customize them so they become yours and you don't have to worry about any loss of AI sovereignty. So the operating cost in terms of the tokens is very, very important as well, in addition to these models. And we can see here China overall has really lowered the cost of tokens in general. But of course, lately we've seen some companies in China also raising token costs, and token spend is increasing overall. But I think lowering the floor makes AI much more accessible, especially in industries like agriculture, where it could have an outsized impact in the global south.